Today I'm going to make a cheddar carbonara. So it's just basically a carbonara, but I don't like parmesan really, so I'm going to make it with cheddar cheese. Again, it's around about a £5 to make. Bit of bacon with a pound, pasta, veg, some cheese from left over from yesterday. Going to bind it with an egg yolk at the end. Single cream and some semi-skim milk. So I'll show you how to put this together. So the first thing we're going to do is put a pot of water on the boil for the pasta. I have a tablespoonful of vegetable oil in it and some salt. So once that's bubbling, we'll add the pasta. So while we're waiting for the water to boil, we'll just prep our vegetables. For the carbonara, so just going to slice some mushrooms. Just nice and not too thin. I'm just going to fine dice an onion, so I'll show you how to do that. I just top and tail it like that, and cut it right in half. Remove the skin. I'd like to hold it together. Slice it, turn it around and just use your knife as fine as you can. And now we're just going to slice some bacon. It's in the nice strips. Okay, so now I've got my bacon sliced, my mushroom sliced, my onions diced, got my cream ready, my cheese, got an egg. I'm going to take the yolk from the egg. I've got half a glass of white wine and a chicken stock cube and some semi-skim milk. So we'll make the sauce now. While I'm waiting for that, I'm going to put the pasta. The water's boiling, so the pasta goes in for about 10 minutes. So I'm using a wok today. It's a wee bit unusual for a pasta dish, but it's going to be a really loose sauce. It's not going to be thick, so it's just a nice, you can toss the sauce around the pasta in the wok. Just going to get a nice coating, it's going to be really nice. So put the wok on the heat. So now the wok started to smoke, so she's on with the cooking, so we'll add the bacon first. At this stage I like to add a load of cracked black pepper. I like it nice and peppery. And you're making this dish, you don't need to add salt till the very end because the bacon's quite salty and the chicken stock's quite salty, so you don't want to have it too salty, so we'll just season it to taste at the end. So after the bacon starting to cook, so at this stage we'll add in the onions as well. We'll just try and get a bit of colour in the bacon. So we'll come back to you when this is started to colour. Okay, so the onions have started to soften there and the bacon's started to colour and cook. So at this stage I'm going to put a knob of butter into it, and I'm going to add the mushrooms. So come back to you once these mushrooms start to soften down. Okay, so you can see the mushrooms have started to soften down now. Bacon starts to stick to the bottom, which is good, but we're going to get a nice flavour this here, so we're going to use white wine to release it. It's just going to deglaze the pan, so that'll bring all the flavour from the bacon back in. It's going to make a nice sauce. So the white wine's in, I'm going to simmer that. I'm going to add a chicken stock cube. I'm going to add a dash of milk, not too much. I'm going to add this carton of single cream. I'm just going to combine this and we're just going to bring it up to a simmer. I'm going to simmer for about 5 minutes just, so when I get to that stage I'll come back to you. Okay, so the sauce is simmering nicely. This is called a reduction really. We're evaporating the water out of it. It's going to reduce and thicken slightly. So at this stage now I've turned it right down to number 2. I'm just going to add the cheddar cheese. I'm not adding too much cheddar cheese. You can add as much as you like really. 2 slices left, so that's what we're having. I'm just going to combine this into it till it melts. Now, if I wanted to eat this right now, I would strain the pasta and put the pasta in hot, toss that round and it's ready to go. Finish with an egg yolk just. I've separated the white out of the shell, so just going to add a yolk. We're not having this yet, we're having it for tea later, so I'm going to run the pasta just under cold water. I'm just going to cool it off and we'll add it to the sauce later. We're having it, so that's the cheese combined now, so I'm just going to turn the heat off completely. Finish it with an egg yolk. The egg yolk just gives it a bit of richness and gives the sauce a bit more consistency. But like I said, it's only really a coating, it's a nice light sauce. It's just to coat the pasta. You can add garlic if you like garlic in it. You could add chicken if you wanted to put some chicken in it. But we're just having it with just the bacon. So that's it really, that's a cheesy carbonara. Easy enough.